Alright, welcome back for another ranked multiplayer match. We're playing as Nurgle, and we're matched up against Khorne on the Spawning Pools map. And I don't know why, my opponent's taking a little bit of time. Normally I give people a long time to set up, but he's only got 6 units, so I don't know if he stepped away from his PC or what, but either way, here we go. So he obviously brought a super elite build. He's got 6 guys to start and 13 total. And that's not what I expected out of Khorne in this matchup, but let's see. So he's got Minotaurs with great weapons, Exalted Bloodletters, Skarbrand, Blood Crushers over here, Exalted Bloodletters over here. So I'm actually going to shift these guys. And my intention is to play these 2 points. So let's see how this goes. So what do I want to bring? I need to bring some kind of anti-elite troop, which is probably going to be my... Cultists would be nice. I think Exalted Plague Bearers are probably the best pick right now. I can use their grenades against Skarbrand. So we want to use our mass to try to slow these guys down. Minotaurs, let's see, Minotaurs do not have, they have 15% spell resist, these guys have 25. So I don't want to use Buna on the Blood Crushers. Kind of redo my formation. I want to use a Chaos Spawn to slow down the mass. I think I might have mentioned that already, but turn on Fire at Will on those guys. You spawn here, these guys here. One squad facing the opposite way. Seems like we got a little bit of lag there. So I think I'll use Buna against the Minotaurs with great weapons and probably just spam Rot Flies. And it's probably going to be my best way to deal with Skarbrand. So let's get some troops moving this way. Some holding troops here. Got our Lord moving. One squad of Chaos Spawn will hang out. Hold this point. These guys will move forward. Gotta keep these guys in the back pocket. They can respond to the big guys. And I think we'll get... We want to hold on to our money for now. He's shifting a lot of his stuff over this way. Turn these guys back around. Spawn are going to be good against these Bloodletters. Same thing with the Great Unclean one, I think, or the Beast. Turn this guy back. I think the Beast will come this way, and we'll keep the Chaos Spawn over here. Skarbrand is on the way. Where do these guys go? Okay, I need to pull them back. It's over here. It's here. Some grenades on him, and now it's time to bring in the Air Force. Alright, so we'll put these guys on guard mode. Fire here, use them. Great Unclean one come this way. We're going to debuff him and everybody around him. That. And honestly, let's bring these spawn back over this way. And actually, I can avoid that fight. I'll avoid that fight as long as I can. You guys jump them, you guys jump him. Where are the Minotaurs with great weapons? Okay, drop unit on them. And I'm going to bring in the Cultist next. Close to being able to afford him. These guys back. Them here. Stay on the point. See flesh hounds on the way. They're getting out. I want to keep throwing grenades at him. Get these guys back on the point. And I need to get the cultists on the field. What else do I need here? I'll get the Nurglings. They'd probably do well against the Exalted Bloodletters. Let's crash the leadership in these guys. Gotta get them off the field. Might have hit the wrong target with them. Nope, I think I got them. Okay, Furies are chasing them off. Furies will help against the Bloodletters. These guys, we want them to keep shooting at him. So let's go around this way. Anybody not doing anything? I think we're good. Got the valuable targets off the field. We're doing pretty good in value trading. I don't want to get overly confident. More Nurglings. We're losing that point, but that's okay. Not too worried about that. In fact, I'm going to threaten that with another squad of Nurglings over here. These gentlemen will go try to take out these. Well, actually, we'll push forward with them. Get the rot flies on top of him. In fact, we're just going to try to goon him out with all the rot flies. These guys are rampaged. Let's turn around. Let's actually, I'm going to focus. I don't want these guys to run off and fight by themselves. I'm going to focus here. Play one point at a time. Nurgle's definitely better at fighting in these blob fights as opposed to fighting a little bit less organized. So keep coming this way. Stay organized here. Let's unsummon these guys. I made a big mistake in the last match that I played, and I was not doing unsummoning as often as I should have, so I started running out of guys in my back pocket. So all right, so we got Nurglings over there. Probably would be nice to have some kind of holding troop, but I honestly don't even have... I really threw my build together sloppily because this guy raided up pretty quick on me. And I was not sure what I should have been building against Khorne. I wanted some armor-piercing stuff because I was thinking he might have brought Chaos Warriors. But he did not. So, chase these guys off with the Furies. See everyone get towards the point. These guys can actually get unsummoned. Those are flesh hounds, so we want to run. What is good against flesh hounds? I don't know if Furies make sense. Maybe rot flies. Shit, I think they're just gonna have to fight. All right, so these guys are gonna help them out. This side. Lost my focus, so we're gonna go. Chaos spawn against the Bloodletters. These guys against them as well. What are these? Behemoth. Actually, we'll stay away from him for now. Dump the hounds with them. Right here with our Lord. We're gonna hold on to. A lot of these guys are gonna be it's pretty spell resistant. Cultist over here to help out. Drop a chain hex on them or whatever that thing does. We want these guys fighting against the Bloodletters. Our Lord is rampage, but I'm not too worried about that. He's pretty durable. Air Force helped out pretty well against the Flesh Hounds. So we're winning over there. We're going to start swinging the victory points in our favor shortly. We're going to have a triple cap, I believe. So let's get Forsaken and these guys moving this way, and then I'm going to send some infantry over to the other side shortly. Let's swoop around over here, up in the blob fight. Want to keep targeting him, drop a debuff. Did that work? Soul Blight on him. Beast on him. We're going to take their Lord out. Just got to make sure I protect mine after that happens. Over here. You guys take them out, get on the point. You guys help out against them. Okay, these guys need to move this way. See, Rot Flies and Furies, they got... Yeah, let's jump in.
Grandfather Nurgle's.
Gotta get him out of here. He doesn't need to be in this situation, so if I can spare his health and use his math to push through, I'll do that. Need to get him away from the Blood Brute Behemoth. That's the main threat to him. And you can see my opponent's right-clicking on this guy, trying to get through. So I need to bring some kind of math to respond to that. What can I bring on? Get more infantry over here.
Now is our time!
And with another thing of Nurglings. And I think what it's coming down to is let's get him rotating around. Keep the encouragement on our troops, but get these enemies off of here. Let the Furies chase them for a second. Come over here.
One of your units has been destroyed.
Him on the Behemoth. Get these guys on him. Rot Flies on him as well. Cultist. And I'm gonna drop this to slow him. All right, these guys jump him. Actually, do I fight him now? Let's fight him. These guys move around. We might have the advantage here. Forsaken against the Bloodletters. Okay, pretty good on capture weight. These guys, I want to unsummon these guys, but let's see if I can get another squad of them. God, the reinforcement points are almost hard to find here. More spawn. Now I think our Lord, we're just going to fight here. Let's see if we can take these guys out. Let's drop Soul Blight. Damn, this thing is actually pretty brutal. Let's get out. I'm doing what I just said I didn't want to do. Is I'm fighting in a situation I don't need to with this guy. If I can use the mass on all these guys, in fact, let me be a little bit more intentional. I'm gonna try to get my guys in the way of this dude so he can't. So I'm just gonna run in between, and then I'm gonna rotate this guy around opposite direction of where that thing is going. So right now we're just gonna try to hold this side of the battlefield and keep away from him and try to put him in situations he doesn't want to be. So I think Furies he's not gonna like. Chaos Spawn, whatever. Damn, I wish I could. Yeah, let me slow him down again. Beast, get in here. You guys get in here. Forsaken, get in here. And he's just trying to take out my Lord right now, which makes sense with that unit. What other mass do I have? Not much. Bring more infantry. And these guys. And this kind of mix. The reason I brought Nurglings and come on boys, get on here. The reason I brought Nurglings and Marauders with great weapons was because I felt like Marauders with great weapons and their armor piercing could be decent. Oh my God, is he gonna take my Lord out? Could be decent against some of the armored stuff that Khorne have. But I was also thinking that the Nurglings would be the counter to the less armored infantry, the kind of the damage dealing, lightly armored stuff like Bloodletters and whatnot. So now we're just gonna play Ring Around the Rosie and just try to stay opposite of wherever the Behemoth is and use the mass of the Chaos Spawn to keep them kind of locked in place. So try to get a rear charge with these fellas. Moving this way. Let's try to get on the side of the Bloodletters. Them, and we're just gonna sit. What else can we bring on here? More mass. Rear charge here. Side charge here. Who is not doing anything? These guys come in and help against the bloodletters. And this feels over. I could be wrong, but even if he gets my lord, I'm not too worried about this. I'm gonna drop unit just because I have Winds of Magic to use. Yep, there he goes. That's all right though. There's no way he's gonna take the triple cap from me. And them getting chased off. Look at these guys, the same Blood Crusher unit. Beast over there against them. Gotta block up their mass, keep them away from the infantry. There we go. Interesting. Yeah, it was a fun matchup. Well played to my opponent. Picked my lord at the end there. I was trying really hard to keep him alive, but it looked like he sent dogs up the middle, which was a pretty nifty play on his part. He sent them through the wooded area in the middle that I didn't really use throughout that whole match, at least not intentionally, and I didn't see them coming. So either way, let's take a quick look at the value. So look at that, 3,900 value on the Exalted Great Unclean one. So he played out really well. I figured there was going to be blob fighting because of Khorne being basically all melee. So this guy has a drain effect. I forget, it's one of his abilities or kind of passive type things that you can bring on him, and it drains the life of the enemies around him. At least if I was understanding it right. So he did really good, definitely paid for himself, especially when I only brought 3 spells on him. Chaos Spawn did pretty good. Beast did okay. His mass was kind of what helped me a little bit. Marauders with great weapons didn't do great, honestly. Cultist, I didn't manage this guy at all. I basically right-clicked with him like twice in the whole match and lost track of him. So Exalted Plague Bearers, I think they got a lot of value from their grenades hitting Skarbrand. The Rotfly Air Force did what I wanted them to, just harass the Lord in the big targets and just be in the way. Furies did really well. Nurglings didn't get too much play, but either way, for my opponent, Skarbrand 2,000, so didn't get his money back for him. The Heralds of Khorne's Fury, they did all right. I forget how much they cost, so they probably didn't pay for themselves because he brought them on a second time, although they were kind of fresh. So Minotaurs didn't do great. The Bloodletters actually did pretty good. I can't remember if he brought them on twice. He might have brought them on twice, in which case it wouldn't be as good. Let's see what else. The Blood Brute Behemoth did really well. I think this guy has regeneration, so I think he was healing throughout. That's probably why I was struggling so much to deal damage. I didn't have any burst damage against a big target like this. Nurgle doesn't have too much very strong anti-large type stuff that you can burst down a unit like this, especially with their lack of range. It might have made sense for me to bring some Marauder Horsemen with throwing axes. I probably should have thought about that, or whatever Marauder Horseman Nurgle has. I think it's throwing axes, but this guy did pretty well either way. Hellforge Host did okay. Didn't get to bring on the other squad of Minotaurs with great weapons. Hounds of the Blood Hunt did all right. I don't know how much they cost. Standard Bloodletters, nothing special. Standard Flesh Hounds, nothing special. So anyways, well played to my opponent. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.